Bienvenidos a todos. Nuestro tema es el tiempo futuro, the future tense. What is the future tense and when do we use it? The future tense. The Spanish future tense can be used to make predictions, form hypotheses in the present, discuss unclear plans, and make conditional statements. The future tense is used to talk about future actions, in other words, actions that have not yet occurred. It implies that something or someone is about to do an action. What is an infinitive verb in Spanish? The infinitive verb in Spanish ends in either AR, ER, or IR, and its equivalent verb form in English is preceded by to. Examples are hablar, to talk or speak, comer, to eat, and vivir, to live. How to form the future tense of regular Spanish verbs. To form the future tense of regular AR, ER, and IR verbs, add the following endings to the infinitive of the verb. We just looked at infinitive verb forms. The endings are as, a, amos, eis, and an, but we will focus on as, a, amos, an, since our curriculum doesn't focus on the vosotros form eis. Examples of regular verbs in the future tense. To the left of the table, you will see your pronouns. You may revisit my video on subject pronouns to remember what they mean if you have forgotten. Now we are going to look at hablar, comer, vivir conjugated in the future tense. Yo hablaré. Tú hablarás. Él, ella o usted hablará. Nosotros hablaremos. Vosotros hablaréis. Ellos, ellas o ustedes hablarán. Please note that the future tense endings are in red color. Now, for example, yo hablaré. What do you think this means in English? It means I will talk or I will speak. Next, we look at the conjugation of comer. Yo comeré, tú comerás, él, ella, usted comerá, nosotros comeremos, vosotros comeréis, ellos, ellas, ustedes comerán. Now we move on to vivir, to live. Yo viviré, tú vivirás, él, ella, usted vivirá, nosotros viviremos, vosotros viviréis, ellos, ellas, ustedes vivirán. What do you think ellos vivirán mean? Did you say they will live? Correct. Remember, the future tense expresses will. Now, how do we form irregular verbs in the future tense? Firstly, identify the irregular verb. Then, find its new stem, after which you will add the future tense endings to the stem based on your subject. Remember, the subject of your sentence may be a noun or a pronoun. Remember, irregular verbs must be memorized after being learned. Which verbs are irregular in the future tense? Can you predict them? Let's take a look at this list of irregular verbs. 1. Hacer, to do or to do. 2. Querer, to want or to love. 3. Decir, to say or to tell. 4. Haber, to have, and it is used as an helping verb, also called an auxiliary. 5. Saber, to know. 6. Poder, to be able to or to can. 7. Poner, to put, set or place, as in to set the table. 8. Tener, to have. This is the verb of possession. It is a synonym to haber. 9. Salir, to go out. 10. Venir, to come. And 11. Valer, to be worth or to value. Remember, irregular verbs in Spanish take an irregular stem before being conjugated. Look at the examples in the square. Look how hacer became ar, querer became quer, decir became dir, haber became hab, saber became sab, poder became podr, poner became pondre, tener became tendre, salir, saldre, venir, vendre, and valer, valdre. Now, when you would have identified your stems, you may add the future tense endings from the list in purple based on who you are talking about. Remember, the future tense expresses will, and our future tense endings are e, as, a, enos, and. Remember, we said we eliminate the vosotros ending because it is used in a few Spanish-speaking countries and it is not applicable to our Jamaican syllabus. So we focus on e, as, a, emos, and we eliminate ace. To the left of the diagram, there's an example of a regular verb in Spanish, and it is the verb hablar. To say I will speak, you say yo hablaré. Now, in the two yellow squares, we have a list of irregular verbs and their stems. Remember, before conjugating irregular verbs, you must first identify these new stems. Remember, the verb ir can also be used to express the future tense. Let's look at the examples. Also, your boy a hablar is another way to say I will speak. In other words, here we are saying I am going to speak. The verb ir means to go. It is conjugated voy, vas, va, vamos, van. Remember, the verb ir means to go, and it is used also to express the future tense. You may use any conjugation of ir in the present tense based on who you're speaking about to express future actions present infinitive. For example, yo voy a hablar, which means I am going to speak. For example, you wanted to say we are going to read. You may say nosotros vamos a leer. Vamos a practicar. Let's practice. Try to provide suitable responses to the following situations. 1. Your teacher inquires about the activities you plan to do on the weekend. What do you say? Possible answer. Yo iré a la playa y haré mis tareas domésticas. In English, I will go to the beach and I will do my chores. Number 2. It is your best friend's birthday. Tell him or her what you plan to wear to the party. A suitable response could be yo llevaré un vestido rojo. I will wear a red dress. Oral conversation. Provide a suitable response in Spanish to the following questions. 1. ¿Qué harás después la clase? What will you do after class? Possible answer. Yo hablaré por teléfono con mis amigos. I will talk on the phone with my friends. Number 2. ¿Cómo viajarás a tu casa? How will you travel home? Possible answer. Yo viajaré en carro. I will travel by car. Remember, the verb ir means to go and is used to express future actions also. Example, yo voy means I go, tú vas, you go, él va, he goes, ella va, she goes, nosotros vamos, we go, nosotras vamos, we go, Ellos van, they go, and ellas van, they go. Vamos a practicar. Let's practice. Ir to go. Voy, vas, va, vamos, van. Plus a plus infinitive. Voy a esquiar mañana. I am going to ski tomorrow. Juan va a estudiar hoy. Juan is going to study today. Ellos van a nadar el sábado. They're going to swim on Saturday. ¿Qué van a hacer ustedes? What are you going to do? Ir a, to go to, expressing future actions. Ir plus a plus infinitive. As you remember, one way to express future action is to use the present tense of ir to go, plus a plus verb in infinitive form. Examples. Ellos van a correr. They are going to run. Lara va a estudiar. Lara is going to study. How are irregular verbs in the future tense categorized? 1. Some verbs drop their infinitive e to form their new stem. Here's a list. Saber, haber, caber, poder, and querer all drop their e to form their new stem. Sabre, ab, cab, podge, quer. 2. Some verbs drop the ce or the ec to form their new stem. Example. Hacer, decir. They become are and dir. Others replace the infinitive e with a d like salir, venir, poner, and tener, salve, vendre, pondre, and tendre. Let's take a quick prueba quiz. Get a pen and paper ready. Write the correct verb form in the future tense from the verbs in brackets to best complete each sentence. 1. Claudia hacer las compras. 2. Sharon poner la mesa. 3. Yo estudiar para mi examen mañana. 4. Tú explicar la lección. And 5. Pedro Esteban ir a la fiesta. Now, take a few moments to write down your answers based on each verb, and then we are going to take a look at the answers. Las contestas, the answers. Remember, subject and verb must agree. 1. Claudia hará. Sharon pondrá. Yo estudiaré. 2. Explicarás. Pedro y Esteban irán a.